Whereas you slobs out there, I give you $1, you'll go spend it on something stupid.
Yeah, like food or paying your gas bill or...
Give it to the banks. They can make 10 out of 1.
That's right. Isn't that great? We got to, and here was the whole pitch behind this today, Robbie. We've got to continue bailing out the banks so they can clear up their books, so they can continue to loan us credit.
Yep.
And I'm thinking to myself, I was waiting and I was hoping, and I know I'm stupid for even thinking this, but I was thinking, okay, this is going to be the most important address that this president is going to make. And I was waiting for him to say, after careful consideration, looking at the banking and the practices, he said that we didn't have proper regulation. And yes, we did. You got rid of it back in 1999, 2000. Thank you, Phil Graham, for getting rid of the regulations that actually kept an eye on these stupid little banks, these greedy. Don't get me started. At any rate. Oh, yes, well, now we're going to do that. We're going to do this internationally. He didn't say it outright to those students at the university, but that's what he had meant. But I was waiting, and I was hoping that Barry Sartoro was going to come out and say, after careful consideration and look at the banking practices, I think we should cease doing business with the Federal Reserve, and we're going to cancel their charter. I would have walked on busted glass on my lips all the way to Washington, D.C. to kiss this guy's backside. But he didn't do it, did he?
And he's never going to do it.
No, he's not. Dave, thanks.
He likes living.
Yeah, Dave, that's a true statement, Bob. Thanks, Dave, for your call. Sue in Texas. Hello, Sue.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
I love your show, and I'm glad I'm off on Tuesday so I get to hear it.
Well, you're not a member of the archives. You can listen at any time you want.
I find it hard to sit by the computer. But at any rate, this question is a little off topic, but I was wondering if any of you gentlemen know if Janet Napolitano, who's the head of Homeland Security, has any relationship to the judge,
yes.
Andrew.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they related?
Yes.
Yeah.
Are they brother and sister?
I do believe they are.
They certainly look alike.
They don't. They do, don't they? She looks more like the man than he does. But
well, in any case, but isn't that interesting?
Isn't it? Here's the conservative that he's a, Fox News contributor?
Yeah.
And he writes wonderful books about the Constitution. Then he's got his sister out there, head of the Homeland Gestapo.
Soon to be classified as a right-wing extremist.
Yeah.
So what's going on there?
Okay. Hey, it's called How Do You Make a Buck in America? How do you put on a phony front?
Well, which one is phony?
Well, they both are.
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, Napolitano, he comes across, he was a judge. He gets up there and he talks about constitutional issues. Well, he's doing it as a contributor to Fox News, not as a judge. I would like to know how this guy ruled from the bench on the Constitution. Oh, wait a minute. That's a spurious argument. Statute, code, federal enforcement, you name it. I'd like to see his voting record as being judge on the bench. The guy's as phony as a $3 bill.
Well, that's what I was thinking, and he was up there with Joyce Riley. They had that big thing with Ron Paul, and they push him, he's
Birds of a feather, my dear. Birds of a feather. That's all I'll say on that subject.
Well, I appreciate that because it's been bugging me, and I couldn't find the information.
Yeah. There's one thing that I can be accused of, and people are right. I am consistent. I don't flip-flop. I don't kiss up and suck up to people because they've got a name. And I won't try to sugarcoat something for the betterment of my position in the radio world. And some people have called me crazy for not doing it. I, for one, am not a prostitute. Thank you very much.
Well, that's why I love to listen to your show. And happy to get you over the satellite.
All right. Well, Sue, thank you for calling, my dear. Napolitano. Do we have a Napolitano special? Hang on, Scott and Mike. We'll take both your calls, but right after the break, Robbie's going to let you know how you can get your own insurance policy. We'll be right back. We are back Robbie Noel, the Bob Chapman special edition of the National Intel Report deal of the day.
British sovereigns, brilliant uncirculated, $255 a piece. You can order 5, you can order 10, you can order 15, but if you order 20, you get a free subscription to the International Forecaster or an extension and a fine ceramic mug from RBN. And we have a non-Chapman deal as well, half bag. That's 360 ounces of silver. Half bag of junk silver, $5,485. I have 6 of them. So
and for the British brilliant pre-1916, 1916, sorry, brilliant uncirculated British sovereigns. How much for the 20?
$5,100.
51, and that includes shipping. It's a deal, folks.
And shipping time 4 to 6 weeks.
And I'll tell you what, I'm going to save this. I'm going to actually save this last 5 minutes of this broadcast, and I'm going to play it back a couple of months from now, just to let you guys know that when deals are out there, you may not think this is quite a screaming deal. It is. Wait till it starts to shoot through the roof, and it will. Remember, you all waiting for $550 again or $500 gold. Then it went to $7.25, $750. Here we are at $890. And it's stabilizing right around the $900 mark. It's going to keep going up. Scott in Massachusetts. Hello, Scott.
John, thank you for all you do. And Robbie, last night's program really wonderful on what's going on in Somalia and drawing the inferences there from Kenya and Obama. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah, got a lot of heat for it.
Good. When you're getting heat, you know that when you're getting the flack, you know you're over the target.
Yeah,
but
that's true.
The question is gold overpriced or is silver undervalued? Or is it just right? Or, is one or the other?
Okay.
Talk to me about that, and I'll just hang up and listen to what you guys have to say.
Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it.
Well, Bob, I'm going to go with silver undervalued.
Bob? You're getting ready for the next show, aren't you?
I would have to go along with you. The real problem is they're both grossly undervalued.
Yeah, if you want my vote, Scott, you got it too. All right, let me take one more call here. Thank you for being brief, and I wished I would have heard your show. I'm going to listen to it tonight, Robbie. Mike in Tennessee. Hello, Mike. Hello, Michael. Do we have Mike? I can't even hear any breathing. Okay, I guess we don't have Mike. Okay, that's it. I'm out of people. Hey. Oh, they all shut up on me. Bob included. Hey, Bob.
Yes.
Crickets.
I'm just thinking about this Kenya-Somalia thing.
Well, I'm gonna have to hear the show. What did you say last night, Robbie?
Well, I obviously have a different take than the conventional wisdom about the reasons for the pirate attacks.
And they are?
Well, I just happen to know a little bit of history about the country.
I see.
Which is always a dangerous thing when you know a little bit of history about the country and its people.
Kind of like Rhodesia, huh?
Yeah, same kind of thing.
Same kind of thing. All right. Mr. Chapman, thank you for gracing the airways with us, sir.
Well, thank you, and I'll see you again next week.
All righty. Robbie, you got a couple minutes to do whatever you need to do, and he's coming up on the flip side, ladies and gentlemen. And with that, geez, we actually finished on time this week. Today. We'll see you tomorrow, folks. Thank you for joining us.
With recent